on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
News from the Street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the news at 12 noon on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, bars will stay closed for Diwali holiday, says Bar Association President. Bukuri faces mechanical problems on sea, and internationally COVID-19 deaths pass 5 million worldwide. And now the news in detail. Not all bars will be opened this week, even though the government has given the green light for the serving of alcohol in-house to fully vaccinated customers. President of the Barkeepers and Operators Association of TNT, Satish Munasara, says many customers are fasting for Diwali and will not come out to the bars to drink. He also said in some areas where there is a high population of Hindus, bar owners had decided to stay closed. On Saturday, Health Minister Terence Dialsing confirmed that bars and restaurants have clearance from today to serve alcohol for customers to consume on the premises. There's a 50% limit capacity, and the ministry is appealing to bar owners to take charge and ensure that all protocols are upheld. The reopening of bars is in keeping with the rollout of safe zones for vaccinated people. The first rollout took effect on October 11th, when restaurants were allowed to reopen for vaccinated people only. In other news, 14 more people have died as a result of COVID-19 between Saturday and Sunday, raising the death count since the start of the pandemic to 1,696. The Ministry of Health also announced 20 new Delta cases and 1 fatality involving someone who had contracted Delta. Among the 14 victims announced yesterday were 5 elderly males, 4 elderly females, 3 middle-aged males, and 1 middle-aged female. 6 of these patients had multiple comorbidities, including a mix of diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, heart disease, dementia, cancer, and obesity. 3 people had simple comorbidity, namely high blood pressure or heart disease. 5 individuals had no known comorbidity. The ministry also revealed that there were 208 new infections reported in the last 24 hours. The results were from samples taken between Wednesday and Saturday. Of the new cases, 20 were identified as being infected with the Delta variant, bringing the total number of Delta variant cases in TNT to 156. In more news, the Bukarev inter-island ferry had to be towed back to Port of Spain by a tugboat after experiencing an issue while traveling from Tobago yesterday morning. The ferry reportedly left Scarborough around 9:30 a.m. with 553 passengers and 155 vehicles on board, and began experiencing an issue on one of the engines outside the Port of Spain port. Bukarev is one of 2 vessels recently procured by the government from Australia to service the route. On Thursday, the other vessel, the APT James, went into routine dry docking in compliance with its shipbuilder's warranty. Until the vessel returns to service on December 1st, the route will continue to be serviced by the Bukarev, the Galleon's Passage, the TNT Spirit, and the Cargo Star. Finally, on the international scene, more than 5 million people are known to have died of COVID-19 worldwide. 19 months since the pandemic began, according to Johns Hopkins University. Vaccines have slowed the death rate, but some health experts say the true toll could be far higher. The milestone comes amid warning from health officials that cases and deaths in some places are rising for the first time in months. Nearly 250 million cases of the virus have been reported worldwide. The World Health Organization estimates the pandemic's real global death toll could be 2 to 3 times higher than the official records. And that was the 12 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines. Bars will stay closed for Diwali holiday, says Bar Association President. Bukarev faces mechanical problems on sea, and internationally COVID-19 deaths pass 5 million worldwide. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
Critical and crucial. Yo, watch them. Some people dedicated to evil and wickedness. Watch them. But watch this. Watch them. Yo, you have to do anything for them not to like you. Evil and wicked is the name of the title. You have to do anything for them not to like you. Evil and wicked. The heart at stake, hands them dirty. The way that they think so nasty and yucky. Heart at stake, hands them dirty. I don't wanna be no part of the pussy. Heart at stake, hands them dirty. Watch out if they call your partner and buddy. Heart at stake, hands them dirty. You will add to your sorrow and find that funny. Take this, I don't afraid them at all. I say the fire will blaze them all. Come on then. I say I don't afraid them at all. Go in the fire's hard place, up in this place. None of them try escape at all. How you evil and you wicked so? Hating people, your life, how you live it so? How your heart so cold and frigid so? On the success you wanna put a limit so? The same way that you can't make a midget go. No wanna see good family and business grow. You got people so, well I didn't know. Well I tell it you, do have to do anything for them not to like you. Evil and wicked is the name and the title. You have to do anything for them not to like you. Evil and wicked is the name and the title. Cause the heart it stink, hands them dirty. The way that they think so nasty and yucky. Heart it stink, hands them dirty. I don't wanna be no part of the pussy. Heart it stink, hands them dirty. Watch out when they call your partner and buddy. Heart it stink, hands them dirty. They will add to your sorrow and find that funny. But I don't afraid them at all. I say the fire will blaze them all. I say I don't afraid them at all. How when the fire start blaze up in this place, none of them can escape at all. Well, you better take notice. Can't be foolish and dotish. You better be wise, my friend, cause negativity does energize them. Discernment, well, you better have that. Cause while they doing the evil against it, they say, don't worry that I have your back. Watch them, you better watch them. Watch them, open up your eyes. Open up your eyes. You better, hey. Watch them, boy. Watch them, open up your eyes. I say you don't have to do anything for them not to like you. Evil and wicked is the name of it, it's the name of it. Don't have to do anything for them not to like you. Evil and wicked is the name of it. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Hands them dirty, do it at the thing so nasty and yucky. I don't wanna be no part of the pussy. You will add to your sorrow and find out funny. But I don't afraid them. I don't afraid them at all. I say the fire's not this, when the fire's not this. The fire's not this, them all. Watch them, watch them, watch them, watch them. None of them can escape. Well, none of them can.
Oh yeah, winner. I am a winner. Almighty make me know. Oh, I am a winner. Oh yeah, oh, I am a winner. I am a winner from the Caribbean. Oh, oh, I am a winner. Oh yeah, oh. Get a dream, perceive it, conceive it, believe it, you'll achieve it. Nothing can stop you except how you see yourself.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
How we end up here today? Tell me who is to be blamed, and does it matter anyway? Take a look around, open up your eyes and see. Now's the time to make a difference. Be the change you want to see. Do you remember a time when we used to love, yeah? With a strength in we heart, we rise above, yeah.
So what would it take to recapture? Now that we face a new chapter.
Come on, my brother, my sister, the heart of the matters, we all need each other.
Let's do this together, yeah.
Together we aspire. Together we achieve. And oftentimes I wonder, yeah, is it something we still believe? Yeah.
We bless the world with harmony.
There's no greater time for love, no greater time for peace.
Be what we know we're meant to be.
There's no greater time for love, a light for the world to see. The mighty rise to meet their challenge. Yeah, we stand and we fight and we shall not fail. Now is the time for action. Tell them we're ready now, come with me. So let we choose to love, yeah. And side by side we will overcome, yeah. Standing firm in defense of the future, a whole generation to nurture.
So come and we show them the power of people together. If we work as one, then the victory is ours, yeah.
Together we aspire, yeah. Together we achieve, oh yeah.
Oftentimes I wonder,
Is it something we still believe? Bless the world with harmony. There's no greater time for love, no greater time for peace. Be what we know we're meant to be. There's no greater time for love, a light for the world to see.
we bless the world with harmony. There's no greater time for love, no greater time for peace. Be what we know we're meant to be. There's no greater time for love, a light for the world to see.
There's no greater time than now. Truly respect each other. There's no greater time than now to bring our nation together. There's no greater time than now to live in love as the order. Cause if not now, then when? And if not us, then who? Bands look much better when we band together than the bands on mothers' bellies. Together, only the red on the flag becomes redder, and the only band we'd see is the band across the flag, if any. We're ready, and together we can move the clouds from great to fine and make sunshine TNT. There's no greater time than now.
Show me how to love, show me how to get there.
Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there. Show me how to live.
Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there. Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there.
Right there, right.
Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there. Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there.
One way. Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there. One way. Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there. One way.
Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there.
One way.
Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there.
One way.
Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there.
One way.
Show me how to live, show me how to love, show me how to get there.
One way.
We have a love for your century. Overflowing our hearts, never empty. Never let evil as people tempt me. Got to keep my heart pure if I want to endure. No me see clearer than 2020. Cause we don't end up in a penitentiary. Rather teach the youth and them in elementary. If you don't want to fall, then you got to hold on no matter
So
what.
show me how to live, to show me how to love, to show me how to just be above it all. Yeah, cause I'ma make it one day. So show me, show me.
Hear our cries for change, urgent, as if our esophagus were made with the same cast iron pots our grandmothers hammered to shape with their hands. Hear our cries for peace, sure, like how every one of those pots will be passed down from generation to generation. We are resilient, we are here to last, and at last, we cannot be broken.
Well, good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you for staying with us here on the Street 919 FM. So let me first of all start off by saying thanks to Nicole Huggins and Associates who are faithful with us here on the Street 919 FM. Also, I want to say thank you to Miss Huggins, and also to, well, we had a live broadcast with the Scrap Iron Dealers Association. All right, so we had a live broadcast with them. Also, we had the legal talk. Let's talk legal with Miss Danielle and a short while ago. All right, so we want to say thank you to all of them for being here with us on the Street 919 FM. And Trinidad and Tobago, it's your turn to get into the program and let's talk a little bit. So our target for November is to have at least 1,000 or more viewers on our Facebook page. All right, I want to go for 3,000 or 2,000. Yeah, we're looking to have at least 2,000 persons live on our Facebook page. All right, so that's our target for the month of November, for the rest of the year. Right, for the rest of the year, our target is to have at least 2,000 persons on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. You think we can do that? If you think we can do it, I want you to put your thumbs up on the live. So as you come onto the live, the only way we can do this is if you share the live. And once you share the live, you put a thumbs up on the live. All right? So the only way we can do it is if you were to share the live and be a part of what's happening here on the Street 919 FM. If you know that we're talking truth to form, we're not making up lies like some people do. We're not making up lies. We tell you the truth here. We're looking to, send your thumbs up if you believe that we can do it. If this radio station can do it, we can have 2,000 persons or more on our live. All right? We want to have 2,000 persons or more on our live. You send some thumbs up and let me know if you think that we can do it. All right? You put some thumbs up there and let me know if we can do it. So come on in live. We have so much to talk about. What's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember on Wednesday, I put it in my ad from now. From Wednesday is Flashback Wednesday. Flashback Wednesday. You know, Flashback Wednesday is where we go back in time and bring back to the people of Trinidad and Tobago remembrance of all the things that would have taken place under the stewardship of Miss Bissessa. Under the stewardship of Miss Bissessa. Right, so remember on a Wednesday, we are doing Flashback Wednesdays. Flashback Wednesdays. All right. So again, let me thank all of you for joining me on Facebook and on YouTube. And let me see what's going on at YouTube. Are we on YouTube? I believe so. Yes, I am. And the numbers on YouTube are going up. So we're seeing the same thing for YouTube. We're going up. We're giving ourselves a challenge to reach to the 2,000 mark. 2,000 viewers. All right? For the rest of the year, 2,000 viewers. How many of you agree with me? Send me the thumbs up. Send the thumbs up. All right? So, over the weekend, we saw some tragic deaths. Really tragic. I was making my way to church on Sunday when I saw the accident with the young men and they on the highway. It was really terrible. Really terrible. And I'm really pleading with you young people, take your time on the nation's roads. Please take your time on the nation's roads. You know what I mean? Outside, the roads are wet. The roads are wet, and we're asking you to please take your time on the nation's roads. Okay? Please take your time on the nation's roads. Today is Monday, the 1st of November. We're coming down to the end of the year. So I know that some of you, you're really anxious. You know, the Bible says be anxious for nothing. Alright? So, don't be anxious. Please, go through the rest of the year in faith, believe in God for all that you want to see happen the rest of the year. Alright, I'm seeing the thumbs up. So you all agreeing with me that we can reach the 1,000 mark? We can reach to 1,000 persons or 2,000 persons looking at us on YouTube and on Facebook. So in order for that to happen, we need you to share the live. Alright? We need you to share the live. So I want to find out, I'm seeing where there are people who are planning protests and stuff like that. We're hearing about the protests in around the savannah coming up at the end of this month. Right? We're hearing about that. We're hearing about all sorts of different things that are being planned. I am asking, I don't know, I'm just asking a question. Is it that the commissioner of police or the acting commissioner or the deputy commissioner of police, Mr. Jacob, did he give permission for these activities to take place? Just asking. Don't know. I'd love to know. I would love to have an interview with him though. I'd love to find out from him if he's giving permission for March. I would love to know. So, if anybody has a number for the commissioner and you want to drop it in my mailbox, feel free to do so. All right, feel free to do so. Hey, I get a number there, boy. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
I would like to hear a flashback of all the things that Dr. Rowley did.
Yes, we're planning that also. We're going to do that.
But everybody call and give their voice.
Well, we're gonna do a video flashback of all the things that he has been able to accomplish.
I would rather that than to hear about Kamala. We want to hear what Dr. Rowley doing for his country. Bye.
Thank you very much. But I am still going to do the flashback of all the ills of Miss Bissessa, because apparently some people forgot about it, and there are people who have forgotten about all the ills that Miss Bissessa have done. So I am going to do a flashback also, continuing to remind Trinidad and Tobago, because even though I tell you all what Dr. Rowley do, there are some of you still upset and don't like or not supporting him the way that, like if he has done nothing. And yes, we're going to do one with all the things that he has done, but I'm also going to do one, continue to do, and to remind you of all the stuff that Ms. Bissessa would have done to have us where we are today. Right? So I did hear the caller, and I am planning to do one with Ms. Bissessa and Dr. Rowley. All right, so we're getting ready to go for another break. We have the COVID-19 update at 12:30, which is counting down, and then getting ready to go for another sponsor, I believe. But don't touch your dials, they can stay right here in the street now on NFM. So we have the COVID-19 update coming up. All right, after that, I'll come back. Right, Trinidad and Tobago. Don't touch your dial.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of October 31st, 2021 stands at new positive cases 208, total active cases 4,901, total recovered patients 50,732. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present, 57,329. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
Since
It remains. Music coming from the First Church of the Open Bible with Pastor, the Honorable Man, Pastor Cecil Kwamena, and the team, great team. So Trinidad and Tobago elections is heating up. We're seeing all of these videos coming out of what's happening in Tobago election. All the flip-flop from Watson, Duke and Valley. I don't know if anybody has been seeing the videos, but there's a video I want to show you of what's going on in Tobago. Right? What's going on in Tobago and all the flip-flop that is happening in Tobago. Some of you need to join me on the live for you to see what is happening, what is going on. Is Watson Duke a man of his word? Can you take Watson Duke serious? Or can you are you Tobagonians who are listening to me, are you taking Mr. Watson Duke serious? Is Mr. Watson Duke worthy of your support? There's a question I'm asking because I saw a video over the weekend that kind of made me wonder and question what is really going on in Tobago. And the last time I spoke about Tobago, I call in and say, leave the people in Tobago alone. Let them make their decision on their own. Don't be trying to think Basta Google. Leave the people in Tobago alone. So I want to find out from the people in Tobago what I'm seeing, from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing. I'm asking you, and I'm just simply asking, is Mr. Watson Duke worthy of your support? And if he is, you're going to call me and let me know on 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, 771-1791, and 466-5391. So I want to play for you a video now that kind of worries me. Kind of worries me about what's going on in Tobago. Tobago people, is this what you all want for Tobago? So I'm going to play the video now. All right, for you to tell me if this is what you all want for Tobago, Watson Duke. And when I play the video, you all are going to tell me what are your thoughts. All right, so this is the video I want to play. Make sure I have the video up, eh? All right, let me get the video up and running because I want to make sure I have the right thing. Right, so to my Tobago people, I just want you all to tell me if this is what you all want for Tobago. I just get this little video here and I said let me play it because I am kind of worried. You know, people said that Tobagonians are well schooled, they're politically well schooled. So Tobagonians, tell me, is this what you all want for Tobago? I'm not sure, I don't know. You all tell me. Remember they told me to stay out of all the business, eh? Look at this and tell me what are your thoughts.
This social contract will be the guiding principle by which every single representative for the PDP must operate, which I'm advised does not hold the same weight as other types of contracts.
Wait a minute, you're not going to speed past that.
Does not hold the same weight. I want to welcome our political leader, Mr. Watson Solomon Duke.
Bim and Bam trying to make we sign a contract, them can't even sign.
To respect and represent the views of all constituents.
Those people with big red flags in the yard, there is no justice for you. We will deal with you after elections.
Curtis Coffey, Dwayne Hewitt, Alana Goodwin George, Curtis Mead have been suspended from the PSC.
3. To live in the strictest harmony.
Members of the Public Service Association are expected to protest against PSA President Watson Duke.
Morally, Duke has no right to speak about representing our workers at all in this country. He has lost that right.
5. To lead with diligence and honesty and to have a zero tolerance on corruption.
Watson Duke is slapped with charges.
Law is being broken. As I said before, in another country, he would have been making a jail by now.
Number 7. To give unconditional attention to and fight relentlessly for the community.
If you could watch the people of Tobago in their face, in their eyes, and lie and tell them that is their money, that buy the jerseys on their back, that finance the political party in the Magdalena Hotel. PSA money, buy that.
The PSA has not subscribed any funds, but has not provided any funds.
Watson, you come with your own mouth and say,
I use that money to pay for Magdalena. That money paid for Magdalena in 2019.
Farley Augustine, he know everything that Watson you doing.
I don't know if this video is true, but I seen this video circulating all over Trinidad and Tobago. Is this video true, Tobagonians? Is this a real video? Is this something that people could is it a video that people could believe? I don't know. I want to hear the Tobagonians' views on it. I'll open up the lines for Tobagonians to tell me. But over in the October revolution, I don't know, I'm seeing them carrying around a coffin. How many of you saw the video or the picture of them taking a coffin all over and they're protesting with this coffin around? Any of you saw that video? Or not the video, actually, the photo? Huh? Anybody? Anybody? I wonder if anybody hearing me. So I want to show you this photo. And you see, sometimes we take things for granted or we laugh off certain things. But when you look at these videos or when you look at these pictures, you understand the seriousness of how some people think, eh? So come on the live and you would see this picture that I have up. If you want to see the picture, you need to come on the live. Come on the live and see the picture that I have up, and I'm going to put it up in a short bit when I see the numbers on Facebook going up. But I want you to see something. I want you to see what's going on while you home feel it's a joke. It's a serious thing. So look at this picture on our Facebook Live and on YouTube. Seeing it? There's a picture of Dr. Rowley, Faris Alwari, Mr. Imbert, Rohan, Kazim, and come on the live and you would see the it's a coffin. It's a coffin they make. You have to come on the live and see it. It's a coffin. You understand what I'm saying to you, Trinidad and Tobago? It is a coffin that they made. It's a coffin. So if you join me on Facebook and on YouTube now, you'll see it. Yes, somebody say rebuke them in Jesus' name. You have to rebuke them. But you have to come on the live and see. This is a serious thing. Very, very serious. And people playing games. People playing games in this place. Games they are play. Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm going to open up the phone lines. I have one more video to show you guys. Alright, but I'm going to open up the phone lines and hear your views. I want to hear from my Tobago people. Tobago people, give me a call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google Tallman.
Yes, sir.
Pastor Google, they could try as they may, they will feel. I just watching on Facebook, I think it's Jenny, post up something with a guy, I don't know his name, have a document in front of him. And he was showing in this document, and he was calling Watson Duke a thief. He steal, and the man have the proof in his hand, right? Watson Duke, all in shame, boy. It's only a character you're going to say. You ain't going to BMW. You ain't going to a house. It's only your character. When you reach the position, what people knowing that where come from, the same background like mine. Knowing that where it come from, you reach a point where people could call it a thief, rape charge, and all that shame by money by. Only making money do that to all by what's in you. You know me, 12 man has called elder. Or used to call elder. Only shame by. God boy for money by what's in you.
So you ain't calling him so wait just now. So you ain't calling him elder again?
No.
So he's not elder in the church again?
No, Pastor Google.
Tall man. Tall man.
I so upset.
Listen to me.
Money by.
Listen to me, tall man. Tall man. The man is an elder still. Isn't he an elder still? I'm just asking. No, I'm asking. I don't know. No, I'm not.
No.
He's not an elder.
No.
Okay.
This ridiculous boy is only a character. You're going with Pastor Google, you know that, and I know that. When the premier on the ground, we used to be only a character. We're going with being going nothing. And this is what it is for.
Tall man. What happened there? Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Pastor Google. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Pastor Google, let me tell you something. You see, when you take a hold for somebody, take one for yourself. Instead of often they bring in, take it in reverse on them. Because remember, Pastor Google, when they wanted to debate the president in parliament, right? They just in black. They come all in black like that funeral or that thing. And then the next day Yusuf die, Abu Bakr die. They better be careful what they're doing. Because as they say, when you take one wolf, watch it, it's coming at you. Pastor, go, you see, you can watch some joke. If anybody stain their finger for he, well, boy, them good. Because all them charges this guy have, and he going up for public office in Trinidad and Tobago, he pull an alarm in a courthouse. And he was charged with that, Pastor Google. That's why he's staying in the background and pushing Farley up in front. And the day, God forbid, the PDP ever get in control, Tobago in a mess. Tobago is in a mess. Because remember when he take 5% and Monilal tell him why to decide? And he come back out and he tell him his servants that he gets 5% and he take it? Well, boy, Tobago will be in a mess if them ever put them there. Because right now, they know who the leader of the party. Right now, they don't even know who's the leader. All right, Pastor, listen to the program.
Thank you very much.
And his people are lifted high, so high. If Father never needed religion or systems of earth, no, his word stands on its own and proves its worth. Yesterday, today, forever. God statutes changes never. Woman true government is when God leading the leader, instructing the leader. We want a government that's tried and true to represent me and you from the Christian crew. Without a word from God, what we gonna do? We want a man from the chosen few. Everybody loves somebody. It was always true messengers of God's salvation who ruled over the earth's political fate. Oh yeah, but no thanks to the emergence of secular humanism, they separating the church from the state. Ask King David, Joshua, Samuel, Solomon, all these great.
Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Pastor Google,
Yes?
some in hellfire some had to be hotter than some, you know.
Why you say that? Why you reach that conclusion?
I heard some lies this morning on that radio. My God, heaven help you. Pastor Google, up to yesterday, the gas truck passing by me. It's $21 the painted and $7 for transport. They never raised the domestic gas. They never raised it. It still remains at the same $28. Yes, and people just come in with a line just so for what?
What do you mean for what? They're trying to make the government look bad.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The gas, domestic gas, never rate. Yesterday alone, for the week alone, last week gone, it's 3 gas trucks passing by me. Right.
But let me ask you this, right? So
yes,
if you buy 1 tank of gas, you pay how much for delivery?
If you buy 1 tank, no, it does not up. Every tank you buy, you pay $7 a day. If you have a car and you go in the gas station and buy, you pay $21 a tank.
Yeah, but I'm trying to understand why you have to pay delivery on each tank.
No, well, if you buy 2 tanks, you pay delivery for the 2 tanks. Because to deliver each tank, it's $7. Yeah. So once you buy...
Yeah, but that is something I need to investigate. Let me tell you why.
Sometimes I full 2 tanks.
Yeah, but no. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If I buy 1 tank of gas for delivery, it is how much?
It's $7.
$7. If I buy 2 tank, I have to pay 2 delivery twice?
Yes, that's how it works. That's how that works.
Why though?
That's how it works. Every tank you buy, you pay $7 for the delivery.
I want to find out why.
Yes,
I want to find out why. No. I'm not saying anything with you. I'm saying that I need to find out why, if you are it's just like if KFC dropping 2 boxes of KFC here. Do I have to pay, and KFC delivery going up to $20? Do I have to pay? So do I have to pay $40 for each box?
No, I don't know how they.
They don't. No, they don't. KFC don't. No, they don't do that.
1 fee.
You pay 1 fee.
Yes, but when you're buying the gas, every tank you pay $7.
I need to find out why. Thanks, Mr. Ma.
Okay, Pastor.
All right, bye. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Pastor Google.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let me see if I could explain this thing for you. You know what happened? The trucks and them driving around and they're charging $7 for transport.
Right.
Most the men and them just tote it for you wherever you want it. So that becomes $7. If you live in, no matter if it's on a little hill, wherever it is, the $7 make up, they bring it straight in your kitchen for you.
All right, now listen to this, right?
Yeah.
So I would carry my thing in my kitchen myself.
Okay.
I pay you $7 for one tank.
Yeah.
But if I buy 3 tanks, I have to pay you $7 per tank. Why?
Yeah, but it mark up on the van. It mark up on the truck.
All right.
Right? The $7 is for transported cost here. 21 and 7, $28. So in other words, it's $28 for the tank of gas.
28 by 3. If I buy 3 tanks, I have to pay $28 for one.
By 3, yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well, them are there because they tell us that they're driving around and they're burning their gas and look at them, they're putting it for you. But if you say...
But if I buy 1 box of pizza, if I buy 2 boxes of pizza, I pay for delivery for 1.
Well, boy, you have to pick up
that is the question I'm asking. Thank you very much, caller. Yeah, it's something I want to find out bad. I want to know why. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
You have to be quick.
Because next thing, all you're going and make Pizza Boy and KFC start charging me per box in one delivery. Don't do that now.
All right, sir.
Because everybody just telling you what happened and they can't explain you why, eh?
Well, I will find out why. All right.
That you have to find, but listen, I want to talk something about these prices.
Well, call me back. I'm going to a break now.
All right, okay.
My glory, the lifter up of my head. Whenever the trials come like now, I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that set themselves against me round about. No need to fear, no need. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that set themselves against me round about. But thou, Lord, have a shield for me, my glory, you lift my head. But thou, Lord, have a shield for me, my glory, the lifter up of my head. We're gonna say thank you. Thank you for lifting. Thank you for lifting my head. Yes, when we're down, you keep me above the ground. Yeah. Thank you for lifting my head. Hey, but thou, Lord, have a shield for me, my glory, you lift my head. But thou, Lord, have a shield for me, my glory, the lifter up of my head. But thou, Lord, have a shield for me, my glory, you lift my head. But thou, Lord, have a shield for me. Thank you for lifting. Thank you for lifting. Thank you for lifting my head. Thank you for lifting. Thank you for lifting. Thank you for lifting my head. You lift me up above 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 my head.
This
is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution, with over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy. We specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday at 9:05 to 9:55 a.m. right here on the street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatett.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
The Huddle Room reopens in partnership with Maracas Bake and Shock on Monday, October 18th. That's right, seaside flavor is in Central. Bake and Shock, aloo pies, kingfish, shrimp, and a daily menu of lunchtime favorites like stew chicken, macaroni pie, curry chicken, pilau, and so much more. Follow The Huddle Room and taste Maracas on social media. Bake and Shock is served from 10 a.m. and lunches from 11 a.m. We'll see you and your taste buds on Monday. The Huddle Room and Maracas Bake and Shock, the best of both worlds.
Hi, this is Nicole Huggins. Join me every Monday morning on the Street 919 FM from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. Let's talk about lifestyle diseases that affects you today and how we can improve your health with healthy solutions. Call Health and Well Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins at 1-868-288-1108 or 1-868-275-8359. See you there.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. all night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Welcome the Christmas holidays this year with quality and attractive furniture from Stylist Furniture Limited. 2 locations, 51 Rushwood Street, San Fernando, and 101 Crackness Village in Princestown. Select from a wide range of contemporary furniture to enhance your home. Now open on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call today, 652-2542. Season's greetings to all our customers and friends from Stylist Furniture Limited. Stylist Furniture Limited, for the style in you.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
win. And when you slip and you start to slide, with every breath that you have inside, don't give up. No, 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 don't give up. You wanna reach where the air is red. In your heart just sing. Quitters never win. Oh yeah. Oh, oh. I see them smirking all day long with the tongue and they move it long. Negative people, oh gosh, negative people. How I dress, how I comb my hair. What's the price of the clothes I wear? Negative people, negative people. Great minds discuss ideas I learn from small. Small minds discuss people all day, that's all. So when they come all day and they disrespect, they just exposing the size of their intellect. Tell them, you could this, you could jump in me, hit me with your negativity. I won't give up, no, 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 won't give up. You only fail when you fail to try, so though the doubts roll in, quitters never win. So when you feel that you reach the brink, when the man tries to swim or sink, don't give up. No, don't give up. I wanna reach where the air is red, so once my heart beats in, quitters never win. Long ago when I started to sing, in my ears all I kept hearing was oh gosh, negative people. And even though I earned my place, behind some of them smiling face, negative people. Oh gosh, negative people. Just to reach the top, me back they would stab, trying to pull me down like them barrel crab. Pretending them is friend, but I must admit, I just don't have no time for no hypocrites. So no matter what you say or do, all I say is shoe fly shoe. I won't give up. No, 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 won't give up. You only fail when you fail to try. So though their webs they spin, winners never quit. Quitters never win. So no matter all the talk they talk, champions rise when haters walk. Don't give up. No, don't give up. No matter how they pull me down, I only keep rising. Quitters never win. Hear me. So when you feel that you're on your last, some may say the die is cast. Don't give up. No, 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 don't give up. You only fail when you fail to try. Don't grow a tougher skin. Never quit. Quitters never win. So even when I reach the edge and by my fingertips I grasp the ledge, I won't give up. No, 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 won't give up. I wanna reach where the air is red, to hear the angels sing. And quitters never win. Oh yeah.
Winners never quit and quitters never win. I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago. That was one of my theme songs, Miss Karine Ashe. Yeah. So I'm back with you. I wanted to ask a question before we continue this discussion about the gas tank. You know, I have a real pet peeve for that gas tank story, yeah? But we leave it there for today. In the sense that, you know, you could weigh in on the discussion, but I want to ask a question, Trinidad and Tobago. I want to ask this question. So, Mr. Gary Griffith, I heard in the news, I heard on another newscast where Mr. Gary Griffith is saying that since he is not the commissioner of police, crime has the murder toll went up. We had 50-something murders since he has been relieved of the position of top cop. So my question to you guys is, do you all really believe that, or is it that, are you all saying that Mr. Gary Griffith, is Gary Griffith saying that he is the one responsible for keeping crime down just because it's Gary Griffith? I don't know, I'm asking a question, eh? Just asking a question for a friend. Hello, good afternoon.
Up. Here it comes and away, Super Gary. That will be here. Good afternoon, sir. I apologize for that. That is why I keep saying the man see himself. So what are you trying to tell me? All these men that I am paying my taxpayers' dollars for are not working? That is what this man is telling me. So the only person who was working there was 800 Super Gary? Come on, Pastor Google.
No, it's a questioner asking.
I asked him the same question more or less like you. Did I have up and away Super Gary? So we missing all of a sudden, Gotham has no more Batman or no more Gary, or Trinidad and Tobago has no more Gary, and we are in a problem. That is what this man is telling us, you know. But you know, just recently, the present acting commissioner of police went on a raid that was going on for how many years under Super Gary and closed down illegal quarry in Super Gary. So who working? That is the problem. That is why Gary ended up where Gary is, because Gary created a parallel police service thinking that Gary is a superhero. I did not say the man was not working, but that is the problem I have with Gary. Gary had men underneath that he refused to function with. So the police service was running one side, and Gary and the rest of superheroes was on the next side. That is what we had. And we could not continue that anymore, Pastor Google. At another point, anyhow, and you know, I have to say, I hope you don't mind. I'm saying happy birthday to a dead man, to my son. So, Pastor Google, thank you very much. Today is his birthday on All Saints Day, and Ajana. So, do enjoy the rest of your day. I will call back. I had one more thing to add, but we'll deal with Super Guy. We'll deal with Super. Oh, you know what I had a problem with? As you talk there. $7 for a gas tank now all of a sudden.
Transportation.
Come, wait, listen to this. Understand what's happening here. Before this issue with this gas issue that we had just recently, with a man and gas stations and problem with MP selling out gas stations. We had a whole issue just recently with gas station and petrol and gas, where MP sent out an article stating that gas went up. And if you observe, from since that time, because the truck will deliver the same gas in my home for $21. Because a tank of gas is actually $20, you know, Pastor Google. Let me get that clear. A tank of gas price is $20. Right? All of a sudden, they charge $21. We say, no problem, we'll get them the dollar. I don't know if gas went up to $21. I don't know. But far as I know, anybody could correct me. Gas was $20. So we paid the $21. The truck was bringing it for $21. When they had the issue with MP, and MP stating that the gas price would raise, and all of a sudden, gas went up. Since it went up then, $7, it hasn't gone down. And if Ms. Gemma continue to buy it, that is what it's telling you. So you paying quarter, I didn't ask you to bring it for me. I'm quite appreciative of it. But you get into our business to sell gas at $21. There was no arrangement for no transport in the initial stages. Ask anybody. That whole transport issue came up just recently with the issue with MP. And from that, they refused to take it back down because they kept 3 was to pay because we went along with the story in the article in the papers. Pastor Google, enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. All right. I want you all to... Hello, good afternoon, caller. Caller.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I heard you mention something about Gary now. And I believe what you said because you don't have credible information. Gary really said that? Listen, no, don't laugh, Pastor Google.
Why?
Gary really, no. What about the morale of the police service? What about all these men who was working with Gary? Gary Griffith really said that? Well, Pastor, I hear you say it. I believe what you say. Gary, hush your mouth. Don't tell me that. Leave it. Hush. I go on.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, Pastor Google.
Uh-huh.
And now ask a neighbor of mine who bought 2 tanks when the truck came in day before yesterday. And she told me she paid $28 for 1 tank and $28 for the next one. That's how they have it on the truck.
Miss Jama, don't get me wrong, you know. I know that. I paid it too. And I want to know why. I'm going to inquire why.
Remember, the truck, they're doing delivery. They have to carry back in the morning for how much tanks that they bring back in empty and how much they bring full. You know? So every tank that you buy, you paying $28. It comes as if the tank of gas is $28. But it's really, if you go in the gas station, you're paying $21. If you have your own transport and you go in the gas station, you're paying $21. But once you're buying it from the truck...
Jama, I can tell you this.
Yeah.
Before they raise the price on the transport, if you buy 5 tanks of gas, you pay 1 transport price.
Not so it is wrong here.
Miss Jama, you check back when you used to buy a tank of gas, and if you purchase 2 tanks of gas, you will pay 1 price transport.
Yep, Pastor Google, if you go in the gas station with your own transport, you're paying $21 for 1. You buy 3, you're paying $21 3 times. But once it's the truck come around, you have to pay $28 for each tank of gas. That's how they operate. Since I know myself living there years, buying gas from the truck, because I live right in front of the road. And since I know the truck come in, they have 1 price. So every tank you buy, you pay whatever. Yeah. That's how it operates. Okay, Pastor Google?
All right, Ms. Jama.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor.
Good afternoon.
What the lady is saying is correct.
No, I not dispute. I think you all misunderstanding.
No, please allow me, please. Please. I just want to give you an account of what has been happening. Right? Because one caller said that it is since this thing PE a new budget, but it's not so. They have been charging people for every tank an additional transport fee. Long.
That is not true, ma'am. Right? Where I live, that is not true.
Now, what I want to explain to you, though, is this. Sometimes when you go on the internet and you want to purchase an item, let's say from eBay, eBay has many sellers. Some sellers say free shipping. Some say a price to ship. And then some say a price to ship, but you don't realize it until you add more than one, then you realize that price to ship goes on to every of the item that you purchase from that person. So you have the option then, when you're on internet, to say, okay, well, I'm buying it from you because it says free shipping. Now, sometimes when you go back and you calculate the one who say X dollars plus $3, let's say, for instance, $3 to ship, and you add up the two, you realize the free shipping isn't free because they already added it into the cost of the price. So that is what is happening here. What they're doing is this: the third issue, which is the smart one, which is a charge, and you know, this cost on every item you purchase. I don't get every item you purchase, that will be the price plus shipping. All right. So if you go to ask them, they'll just say, well, that's the cost. But that is the method that they are using as their pricing. Okay? So it's just like from the internet, you just have to choose. So in this case, if you can't go and get it yourself, you have no choice but to purchase it with the extra cost.
Okay, so let me just say this, right? I would normally buy 3 tanks of gas, like, to last me 2 months, right? Since they have, I talking about for me, I don't know for nobody else, I could talk for me, right? Since they raised the transport on the tank of gas, they are telling us now that you have to pay per tank. That's what they say in my community. I don't know for your community, ma'am. I don't know for anybody else's community. All right? And I also said that I'm going to look into it. I'm going to call Ramco and I'm going to call NP and find out why are we paying. Because I even draw the example, what if I buy $5 at KFC, I pay $20 for transport. I do pay $20 per box. So I am just saying, and I'm trying to be very calm, because I'm getting old. And I just want to make sure that, people listen carefully to what I'm saying. I'm talking from my experience, and my experience has been that when I buy, if I pay for 3 tanks of gas long time, I would have paid just transport really for 1. Now you have to pay transport for the 3 tanks. Going back to the phone lines, I have a video I want to show you of some road rage. We're seeing what's happening we saw what happened over the weekend with the accidents that took place. And I just wanted to show you all the road rage of what's going on. So join me on Facebook and on YouTube, and you're going to see this vehicle and the behavior of the vehicle on the road. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Gogo. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. What is gas issue, Pastor Gogo? Right? I sell gas, right? Now, the company now, Ramco now they have a depot, I don't want to call it area, in my area, right? But before I used to go there and get the gas for $21 in that place, right? That the company supplied them with the gas there. Now, this same van now, June illegals go through the area now, selling that same gas now for $25 for a tank of gas. Now, I don't know if you're buying 2, you have to pay the $25 for the 2 tank. I mean $50, right? But I find to me that is wrong. If they drop it, if at least you're buying 2 tanks, right? They don't charge you the $5 really per tank. I don't see why they should be charging you extra now. I mean an extra $4 then. Because it's for 21, right? So you're making $4 money coming to your home to your area then. I don't see why they have to at least then charge you now $8 for 2 tanks of gas when it's supposed to charge them only just $4, which is $25, and you could buy 2, 3, 4 tanks of gas. Things hard now, people cannot do that, right? There's another van now coming up and selling that same gas for $28, Pastor Google. $28, and I selling that same gas for $23, Pastor Google. $23, right in my little village there. And lo and behold, people will still buy from the other closer because, it's operated by the door, right? But that is the situation here with that, and I feel that is wrong. Pastor Gogo, right into the first matter. Things hard now, and they cannot do people that. We are in a crisis time now. It's time all you give back to the consumers. Give back. Give back. Don't keep on taking all the time. But then it's we culture too, because we stand up and say no. Pastor Gogo, that is up the price. It's we, you want to pay the who culture that if we stand up and we say we're not paying the gas, we're not paying it, and we come out and we do serious, then they have to drop the price, Pastor Gogo. It's ridiculous.
Thank you.
Ridiculous.
And somebody, thank you. And somebody is saying on Facebook, if you go to a furniture store and you buy, let's say 5 items from that furniture store, do the transport people charge you per item? No. They charge you one flat rate for the furniture. I don't know if we just accept the fact that it makes sense charging us $8 per tank. Apparently we accept that. I'm going to investigate it. I'm going to ask questions. I think it's my right. You all may not agree with me on this one, but I just think that something about that is just not adding up. It's just me.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Gugu. Pastor Gugu, my think on this, things real hard and thing in the country, right? And it's really $28 to discharge for the tanker gas. But what I am saying, they have a loader, a gentleman going, not the driver and a loader. No, they have to pay the loader because in the end of the day, the guy wouldn't be working because many times in the area, they change loader, right? They're bringing it up to your step here. Now, if you have to take a car to go down for that gas, let me say it's not in your, a little way from your area, and you have to pay $5 and $5 to come back up. It's $10, and some of the cars don't want to take the gas put it in the trunk because they say it is roller and roller. I understand that. But as this time hard here, they could use the discussion and thing because it was $25 before, as the gentleman said, $4, right? But they raised it up a certain time, I think it's last year. Yeah, last year they raised it up. So I understand the thing's real hard, but the loader just take it out from the van and bring it straight up by your step, right? So and he had to pay, and then the driver now with the truck had to get gas money for gas to go around the thing. So I understand that, but they could do something about it. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Gogo, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
I was hearing something about Gary, and I feel like, hearing it from you, I'll be more comfortable hearing what I hear. I was hearing that one of the top guys that he hired was, I think, the PRO for Jack Warner, right? And one of the lady on the police service commission, I heard that her family also get a job from Gary hired her.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No, the young lady that they were talking about, which is Mr. Jacob's daughter. That's not true. The young lady have been working in the service 10 years now. So that means that's long before Gary Griffith came into the limelight.
Okay.
But you see,
So
those
Right.
pontificators, those persons who would want to start that conversation would leave out the real information, and share the lies. So there's a radio announcer and a talk show host / senator for the UNC who put that information out there, but never gave you all the length of time that the young lady have been working in the service. So if Gary served 3 years in the police service, right? And she has been in the service for 10 years. How Gary hired her?
that were asking. But the person that the person who heard the live was I think was Rhoda Barrett.
And she said that the young lady, Mr. Jacob's daughter, was hired under Gary.
It wasn't Jacob's daughter. Was a lady daughter, or some family of the lady. But I don't know. I just remember. I just trying to find out.
All right.
When I listen to it, I say, well, look, I don't know if it's true. I don't have the means of finding out.
But there are some talk show hosts right here too on this station who believe that also about Jacob's daughter, but that's not true. It's not true. I can tell you it's not true.
Because I know he's a man that's researching things. So I say, well, if it's so, how come I hear nobody talking about it?
No, it's not. That particular young lady, that's not true about her.
All right, Pastor. Thanks very much. Have a good day. You're to be good. Take care.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling again.
All right, brother. Yeah, bro.
All right, so there's the story on CNC3. CNC3. Right? Gary, 55 murders occurred since I left office. So Gary is saying that since he left, murders going up. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. The same thing the UNC could say too, about Gary repeating there since they left so many things going on. And it's about caring for this country. And if you know how to help or advise, do that. But Pastor Google, I called to talk about the delivery cost. And I'm saying that's very informative because I had no idea. Now I have to look at when they're dropping up our canvases, the large one, so we can't think that we have to call the truck. But if they should charge an individual price, then I'll have to call them every other day. If you want to charge me for one delivery for individual things, then you really have to stand the cost. Because if you go in one place, the same place, I mean, you can round up a figure and say, well, okay, you will have to pay. Let's say they said $7.21 and 7 is 28. You could reduce that. Because I understand, but you can't charge people $7 every time. This is too much. And this is the opportunity somebody who's not employed to have their own business in doing delivery. So people listen up and take care. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Do you have a caller holding here? Yes, I do. Hello, good afternoon.
Pleasant afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, pleasant afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
Yeah, that thing with that delivery, I think it's something that really needs to be looked at, especially with the gas, because I think that's the issue of ethics. And, of course, most of our business people don't have that kind of ethics in them. It's all about make what you can and can what you make, right? Put it away. So that's an issue of ethics. We have a problem with that across our society. I remember when we had just started to open back out, I went to a particular store to buy some material, right? And when I purchased the material, as I was about to purchase the material, there was a sign, it was cloth. There was a sign saying $12.95. So I said, okay, well, give me a $2. Just as they were measuring it, the supervisor came, hey, don't change your razor. We were told we have to raise it. So I said, but ma'am, this is the old stock. This is not even the new stock. Yeah, but shipping and everything gone up. I said, but this is the old stock you had in the store all the while. She said, yeah, but there's the directive we get. So what has happened is that some of the business owners feel like if they raise everything, they will make what they didn't make in the last 6 months or the last year. And that's unfortunate for us because we don't have much ethical people in business that will actually do what needs to be done to help the society. Now, you just read something concerning the former commissioner of police, right? It's sad to hear a former commissioner, because I was reading something today, Pastor Google. I don't know if you've got a document showing about the kind of improprieties going on in the police service under the same tenure of the former commissioner of police. So for him to say that he was the result, he was the cause, or the reason why crime, is he God? Is Gary God? So I think we need, somebody needs to put this man in check. I think all well and good, you can see it is reported that the legal fees of the police service went up double. It is reported and alleged that his lackeys and friends and members of certain teams that he brought in elevated, and I said that, Pastor Dougal, I don't know if you remember me saying this on this said program months ago. I can't wait for his tenure to finish so a proper audit can be done as to how he managed the police service. And already in quick time, we can see that his management, some of his management, is alleged wasn't above board. And I think, and I'm using the word alleged, I don't put your station in any trouble. It is alleged that there were a number of things that were out of hand. And even what we read, I don't know, over this weekend, that even the using and soliciting attorneys at law outside of the police service and outside of the Attorney General office to do certain things that was never done before. So I believe that this man should give us a break.
Yeah.
He should stay quiet and respect the office and respect the TTPS in which he so loved and want to come back and serve. He should respect it and don't make everything about himself.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Google.
Hey!
Yes, it is I. It is I. Now, I am not saying that Griffith didn't do a few good things,
Right.
And that, not saying that he didn't make a few important changes in the public outlook or view of the police service. I'm not denying that. But as in everything else in this life, Griffith has to understand, or he needed to understand, that he's answerable to somebody. And that somebody is the Police Service Commission. And while no politician could tell him what he must do, they mustn't tell him how he must handle his job. But he must also bear in mind that in the events of the past year, his contract, he had 1 more year to go. And he needed to be very careful in his responses to statements made by the political directorate, because they ultimately will be responsible for rehiring him whenever that list goes to the parliament or it goes to the cabinet. And what most people, you see, people have come to see Gary Griffith as a kind of folk hero, like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And he's not answerable to anybody. But he's not a law unto himself. He's not a law unto himself. And yes, I agree that no politician could tell him what he must do. But if, in the course of your duties, the directorate is getting the impression that you are being selective in how you deal with different elements in the public in terms of your measures, especially during this state of emergency. If you are saying nobody must congregate to have any parties, whether it's beach parties, ESSA parties, or house parties and poolside parties and so on, and you decide that the upper class people in Bayshore having their pool party and you cannot go in there because it's a private property. How is it that all these ESSA parties in the East-West corridor, which were held in people's houses, some spilling over into the streets, and so on, and the little boys in sea lots who were bathing in the sea, you and your boys went and pulled them out of the water, have them lie down on the beach, and give them a big long lecture for an hour about behavior, and you must respect the law, and so on, and so on. And the Prime Minister was very concerned about that. And he mentioned to him, well, look, if we are in a state of emergency and you're apply the law equitably. Apply the law across the board. It can't be one law for some people and another law for other people. And the problem is Griffith. I mean, his response to what the Prime Minister's concern was very, very, it was an eye-opener. Imagine he's calling the Prime Minister a racist because the Prime Minister talked about the Bayshore Party. And he is telling his junior officers, it was in the papers, he's telling his junior officers, ignore everything that the Prime Minister says. I am your boss. And I ain't taking any orders from any politician. To me, that was being very, very disrespectful and out of place. And that is what most people are not looking at. They're looking at Griffith as this Gary and this nice boy and this crime fighter, and he ain't taking no stupidness from nobody, and he could answer back politician, and he could answer back everybody, and if you only touch his big toe, he could cuss you off and say, don't tell me nothing. And he's a folk hero. He's a folk hero, so they lift him up on this pedestal as if he's above reproach, and he's not answerable to anybody. And he's doing whatever he wants to do inside there. And in any case, if it is, and nobody is sure about this, if it is, as this camper, as Maraj was saying in yesterday's Express, that he was at the top of the merit list, in any case, if somebody is at the top of the merit list, that doesn't necessarily mean that the cabinet will approve your nomination. It doesn't mean that, because in 2018, Griffith was fourth on the merit list, and he got the job. So to say that because he was at the top of the merit list, that's why there was interference and so on and so on, is a stupid argument, because being at the top of the merit list, if that is true at all, it doesn't guarantee you cabinet approval and the Prime Minister's approval for you to get the job. But anyway, the overall point I'm making is that Griffith comes across to me, I'm not saying that he didn't do a few good things, but he comes across to me as being a very insecure person. Because if you jump in at every dog that barks and want to cuss off everybody and don't tell me nothing and this and that and that, if you are picking a fight with everybody every Monday morning, then to me, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. And in other words, nobody must say anything about you. They can't comment on your approach to your job. And this thing about calling people ants and cockroach and all this kind of business, you cannot do that. Everybody's a human being. And his words, you see, at the end of the day, Google, his mouth is what got him in trouble. He's disrespectful. And he misread his own sense of authority and power. He felt that he was above criticism, and nobody must tell him anything. Nobody must say anything about him. They mustn't comment on his performance. They mustn't say anything about him. So at the end of the day, I think what has happened here had to happen. It was a disaster waiting to happen, unfortunately. And, well, I think he's gone now.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your call. Look forward to hearing from you again. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
Tell some of them, make it short and sweet, but some of them ain't getting your point with the gas tank. They're not getting your point with the gas tank. You understand?
Yeah.
When they come to buy a tank, they're dropping gas, you come to buy two. They should not be charging you double. So tell them, make it short and sweet, but the people they're not getting your point.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Where are you calling me from?
New York, Queens.
Thank you very much for calling, sir. All right. So before I leave, I want to show you all this video. You need to come on the live to see this video, and this is on the heels of what's happening on our roads, where people are dying on our nation's roads, and I want you to come on the live to see this driver. Road rage. Come and see some of the road rage that is taking place on Trinidad and Tobago roads. Come and see this. Look at this Trinidad and Tobago.
What the hell? What? Oh my God.
You seeing the road rage? Look at it, you know. Look at this. Look at how this blue van is treating the other driver on the road.
What the hell? What? Oh my God.
You all seeing it?
What? Oh my God.
So come on the live and you'll see the road rage.
What the hell? What? Oh my God.
So you see the road rage? Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, I would like to hear from an authorized personnel of the gas company, mainly like Ramco and these people who has the contract to do these gas and deliver. Because I already talk about the driver to pay the loader. I don't think the driver pays the loader. They work for a company because the vans are branded. So they must be able to justify for us the reason for that, because it doesn't make any sense. Because as a lady said too, if I had to buy 2 tanks of gas, I take one now and then call you back later again, let you come back again and drop a next tank for me. Because why am I paying for that price? And you tell me, okay, if this is for delivery for you to come to me and you're delivering the tank of gas, so you're paying for that tank. What's your reason for paying the same amount if I have to take 4 and 5 tanks? It doesn't make any logical sense to me. So they can probably justify so we can better understand. I'm with Gary Griffith, Pastor Google. I have an issue with him in his policing and the way he distributes justice. He does a very good job in dealing with these, in his words, I'm using his words, dealing with the cockroaches. But when it comes to dealing with the Mr. Biggs, he tends to go to the word of the law and how it applies across and try to say that his hands are tied. But in the instant of dealing with Miss Marlene McDonald, when the additional information came out by, is this for a guy fixing TNT or destroying TNT? He bring additional, because he has been on a case for a long time. Plus, before that, we had the Integrity Commission investigating, and they were using the police to do the investigation because they don't go and interview anybody like that, just like that. They'll go and get all the information. She was cleared twice, but he still come out and charge her. Now you have all this information come out of EMBD, which is before the court now in certain things and certain lawsuits and those things that thing on there. And Gary doing nothing. And then you look at, I thought to run down no pink head man and thing. What? Use there are certain tools that you can use. You can apply or write to the police commissioner in England to get information on the man and contact the man or whatever it is. You could interview him via Skype. You could do all these things. Or if you want to, you do it through the diplomatic channel. So our government will ask for the assistance of the English government to locate the gentleman. But for you to come and say, I can't find the man and that case done. Well, there are a lot of people you're looking for who you will see it on most wanted. You can't find them, so leave them alone. It doesn't make any kind of sense. And that is a major problem that I have with him. And he seems to be, politically aligned. And it gives me that impression. And once the police commissioner is aligned to do the bids and weaving of a political party, I have an issue with him. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, caller. So I'm looking to make my way out of the studio of the Street 99 FM. Coming up next is Mr. Robert and is DJ. All right, so I am out of here. I had a good day today. I don't know, my voice came out little beams, boy. I don't know what's going on there with my voice, but Tobago, I'm out of here. Have a blessed one. Stay safe. Please take your time on the nation's roads. And it's real bad out there, you know. I'm watching out some of you all driving by. Real terrible. Stay safe.
Of the management of the Street 919 FM. The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
My journey got a lot of with me. Okay, watch it. I let them buy them promoting. Fed up by the gun thing, now know what they want. Not ready for the Shelley's when he say, watch your friend in her. They can be fed up by them friend killer. Why can we just live like brother? Let's love one another. Make the old place better. So we know what I'm gang leader. Make the bike come out of peer pressure. Everybody wanna be a sasa. And who know what this? Them who are press. When the big chain and white vest. Them put mama in stress. When maniac man out and leave one night. Bring smiley to land. Give us no battle. Oh Lord. Talk to them. Talk to them. Brother. My journey got a lot with me. Okay. I want them by them promoting. Fed up by the gun thing, now know what I want. Not ready for the Shelley's one. He said, watch your friend in her. Because me fed up by them friend killer. Why can we just live like brother? Let's love one another. Make the old days better. So we know what I'm a gang leader. Make them buy come out of peer pressure. Why everybody wanna be a sasa? You know how this, them want press. When the big chain and white vest. Them put mama in stress. When maniac march out and leave one night. Swali Jalano, Lumpe was Movado. Telling maniac, beyond and KG. Listen what me tell you. We need more love in the ghetto. Sing some positive tune and set them ghetto. Living in a gunman town. We don't need no gunman sound. No. Living in a gunman town. We don't need no gunman sound. You know, mommy and daddy always used to say, so what your friends so you're linking with? But they will need to do your casket. And when some talk to them by them, tell them this positive music. Tell them gunman slow them roll. Tell them take it easy. The rise of the murder toll. Fed up of printing jersey. I love it, make the old days better. So we know what a man young needer. Make them bike come out of peer pressure. Why everybody wanna be a tasha? You know I just, them who are press. When the big chain and white face. Them put mama in stress. When the maniac march out and leave one lifeless. Jalano, don't pay was Movado. Telling maniac, beyond and KG. Listen what me tell you. We need more love in the ghetto. Sing some positive tune and set them get to you. Living in a gunman town. In a gunman town. We don't need no gunman sound. No. Living in a gunman town. We don't need no gunman sound. No. So let me sing about love. And let me sing about peace. Too much blood are running on the streets. Yeah. And let me sing about love.
me say my please. Too much blood and honey in the street. Forget about the gun, we look like a punching. With the big black rubber handle. And let them buy them, live up them dream. Forget about the AR-15. Dum bum, brother, my journey, God alone walk with me.
Enagic changed your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, one machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
The Huddle Room reopens in partnership with Maracas Bake and Shock on Monday, October 18th. That's right, seaside flavor is in Central. Bake and Shock, aloo pies, kingfish, shrimp, and a daily menu of lunchtime favorites like stew chicken, macaroni pie, curry chicken, pilau, and so much more. Follow the Huddle Room and taste Maracas on social media. Bake and Shock is served from 10 a.m. and lunches from 11 a.m. We'll see you and your taste buds on Monday. The Huddle Room and Maracas Bake and Shock, the best of both worlds.
Just got your CSEC or CAPE results? Then start your degree today at CTS College and choose from one of our many pathways in business management, business administration, human resource management, marketing, finance, management information systems, computer engineering, computing and information systems. Call us or come in today for a free career guidance session. Full and partial scholarships are available. Email or call us for more details. CTS College, 671-2551 or visit our website, ctscbcs.com.
Get great Diwali savings at Extra Foods. Chief Curry Powder, $12.99. MP Chana, 4 tins for $20. Eastern Brand Coconut Oil, 700 ml, $19.99. Move full or low-fat milk, $13.99. Sultanas, 400 grams, $11.99 per pack. Suntan Cocos Coconut Milk Powder, 3 for $12.99. Nabisco Cream of Wheat, 794 gram, $42.99. Fruto 1 liter, 3 for $25. Plus many more Diwali specials. Only at Extra Foods. Always extra for less.
This Thursday, 4th November from 6:30 p.m., the National Congress of Incorporated Shelter Baptist Organizations of Trinidad and Tobago
Liberation 2021 continues to celebrate
the 70th anniversary of the repeal of the Shelter Prohibition Ordinance of 1951.
fulfilling our spiritual liberation.
The Children Awaken Spiritual Baptist Youth Group,
His Eminence Patriarch Dr. Stephen F. Julian,
celebrate the 70th anniversary of the repeal of the Shelter Prohibition Ordinance of 1951. This Thursday, 4th November from 6:30 p.m. It's only happening on Iwer Stage. After all the talk during the week, don't switch off on the weekend and keep it on the street. It's classic soca and classic kaiso when you're aligning with the live wire on Saturdays from 5 to 7 p.m. only on the Street 919 FM.
Pastor Hannah A. Parbu of Holy Spirit Ministries will be live on the Street 919 FM every first and third Wednesday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. In the scripture, Matthew 19 verse 26, the Bible says, "But Jesus looked at them and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Pastor Hannah is here to motivate you, challenge you, encourage you to walk in your purpose and destiny God has for you. For prayer and counseling, call Pastor Hannah at 728-5197.
He heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weak. Forever he'll reign.
drank what was the best product that day. I drank one, and on the way home, almost spontaneously, I found my energy levels went back up. I went back down here and I bought 6 pack of UG, and I took it home, started, and to my surprise, when I test my sugar in the morning, I found that it was leveling off a certain way. So I started looking back at what I was doing to get this my sugar levels balanced. Only to realize it was the UG.
Yo, this is a Big Mike, not the mass man, the health man. Are you one of the 40 million people suffering with joint issues like rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis? Well, you are listening to the right ad. You have the ailment, we have the remedy. Call us now on 288-8301 or 346-2612.
Don't forget to tune in right here on the street 919 FM every Wednesday from 10:05 a.m.
Performance, beat all talk.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the street 919 FM.